Students avoided that hostile room for years. But when someone finally slept inside, the room did not let them leave. This story takes place on a university campus in Nairobi. On the top floor of the oldest hostel, there was a room, number 404. It wasn't just any room, it had a reputation. During the day, it seemed perfectly normal. The window faced the bustling city, letting in the warm African sun, and you could see the skyline stretching for miles. But when night fell, everything changed. Students living on that floor would whisper stories. They'd talk about the sounds coming from behind the locked door of room 404. Slow, dragging footsteps, like something heavy being pulled across the floor. And then there were the knocks. Not urgent knocks, but slow, deliberate ones, always in sets of 3. Knock, 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 always after midnight. Over the years, a few brave or just unlucky students were assigned to that room. Every single one of them begged to be moved. They all told the same story, waking up in the middle of the night, freezing cold, even though the window was sealed shut. They spoke of nightmares so vivid they felt real, dreams of being trapped in suffocating darkness, and the shadows. Oh, the shadows. They swore they saw shadows moving in the corners of their eyes, dark shapes that danced and stretched where there was no light to cast them. The hostel administration eventually gave up and just kept the room locked. Then came David, a first-year student who didn't believe in ghost stories. He was bold, a little arrogant, and saw it all as a challenge. He bet his friends he could spend a whole night in room 404. The administration, tired of the rumors, reluctantly agreed, thinking maybe this would finally put an end to the legends. They gave him the key. That night, David walked into the room, a smirk on his face. He waved to his friends watching from the hallway, then closed the door and locked it from the inside. They heard the distinct click of the lock. For the first few hours, everything was quiet. His friends waited, getting bored, and eventually went back to their own rooms, convinced nothing would happen. But at exactly 2:17 a.m., a scream shattered the silence of the top floor. It wasn't a short yelp of fright. It was a long, blood-curdling shriek of pure terror that was cut off abruptly. Students rushed out of their rooms and pounded on the door of 404. "David, David, are you okay?" But there was no answer, only silence. The campus security was called. They had no choice but to break the door down. When they finally burst in, the room was eerily still and empty. The bed was perfectly made, not a single wrinkle on the sheets, as if no one had ever lain on it. The window was sealed shut from the inside, covered in years of dust. All of David's belongings, his phone, his wallet, his backpack were sitting neatly on the desk. But David himself was gone, vanished without a trace. They searched the entire campus, contacted his family, but he was never seen or heard from again. It was as if the room had swallowed him whole. The police investigated, but they had no explanation. How could a person disappear from a locked room with a sealed window on the top floor of a building? From that day on, room 404 was sealed for good, not just locked, but boarded up. No one has set foot inside since, but the students say that sometimes, late at night, if you listen closely, you can still hear the slow, dragging footsteps from within, and sometimes, a faint, desperate knocking. It's as if someone is still in there, trying to get out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more chilling tales. See you in the next one.